Hey guys, today's topic is Bratz. Stay tuned from what I'm about to do. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Wolf with a Pencil, but as you know, you can call me Wolf for short. And today, we are doing something a little bit different. I normally don't show myself on camera unless I'm doing a series, the main series, which I tend to introduce. Everything in the beginning is my celebs cartoon series, but we're doing something a little bit different today. But before we get into it, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Wolf. I go by Wolf with a Pencil on this channel, and this is an art channel. But if you would like to know more about my channel, you can go to my channel page, and there's a trailer there that says welcome to my channel part 2, as this is the second time I've created a introduction to my channel, as when I did it 3 years ago, the content has changed quite a lot within the 3 years that I've been doing this now. So if you want to know more and you're interested in what kind of art I do and what kind of things I do on this channel, please, you are free to check it out, and I'll put a card up here somewhere, or be linked in the description down below. But now let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. So, when I was younger, as a kid, I mean even now, I loved the Bratz, and I think this is an international thing, so I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has come across Bratz once or twice in their life, from the early 2000s till now. And you know, I love the Bratz. I used to think I was one of the Bratz, and I even had a few old posters that are lying around back there that are to do with Bratz, and I used to have them posted all over my wall and stuff like that. And I had DVDs. Now, one thing to know is that when I say I love Bratz, it's no joke. Like, if you can see all of these, and this one in particular, I love them, as you can see. And yes, well, 2 nights ago now, I think, I had gone back. I wanted to relive my childhood a little bit, and I watched the Bratz DVD, the video starring and styling. But yeah, so, you know, I looked back at it and I realised how crappy the animation was back then. And because there was one point in the scene where Cloe was talking and her eyes were like this, like pointing up and one pointing down, and I was so confused how I didn't see that growing up as a child. But what really influenced me to kind of draw them today, or I might do one by one, it depends how I feel by the end of this video, and I'll let you know by the end or midway through what I'm gonna do. But this was about them going to prom, and also doing like this task that they had to do for their creative arts project. And so they filmed them, you know, planning prom, what they're going to do, the things leading up to prom. And if you can see here, their dresses, and I really liked how they all looked, and I wanted to draw them in my style. So that's what we're going to be doing. I might make this into a series, or this might just be one whole video, depending on how many of the girls I draw. I might just draw all of them in one video, or I might do all 4 of them for four different videos, and I might even draw myself as a Bratz member, I guess you could say. But comment down below if you've ever watched Bratz and if it was ever a big part of your childhood. I would really like to know. But yeah, we're gonna get on with it now. Sorry about that. We're gonna get on with it now, and yeah, let's get it. Okay guys, so I've given it some thought, and I was deciding who am I going to draw first. And you know, I was thinking, should I draw all of them together, or should I draw one by one? And honestly, I'm thinking of drawing Cloe first, and maybe making this a series. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to give it a bit more thought, and then once I get an under sketch done, you'll basically see my decision. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so I finally got a undersketch done, and as you can see, I've only just drawn Chloe, and I also wanted to have Cameron there. And the reason I wanted to have Cameron there because throughout the Bratz series that they have and the films that they've come out with, including this one, Chloe and Cameron have always had like this love interest of each other, and like you can tell that they like each other. They just never really say it like out loud, but yeah, they do end up dancing together in this, and you know, you can tell they've got crushes on each other and stuff like that. So that's why I drew Chloe with Cameron, as he is one of the main people in the Bratz movies and series as well. Anyway, the other girls don't really have a crush, and if they do, it's kind of changed over time during the series and films, so I'm not sure if I'll draw them with anyone. We'll just have to see. But yeah, this is what we've got so far, so let's continue. Hey guys, editing and recording Wolf here. So we are here to talk about the Bratz. And like I said in the beginning, I've loved the Bratz ever since I was younger. Obviously, I distanced myself from it as I grew older, you know, having more interests and more hobbies and liking different things and different films. But I do have to say, I was definitely more of a girly girl when I was younger than I am now. Not saying that I'm not a girly girl now, but I am somewhere in between a girly girl and a tomboy. I do boisterous, well, I wouldn't say boisterous things, but I'm well-rounded in that area, basically, let's say. I can chill with the guys, and I can hang with the girls, and I can be mature in each situation, and I know how to kind of adapt myself within the groups that I allow myself to put myself in. So that saying, when I was younger, I was much more of a girly girl. I didn't like football, I didn't like boys or boy games. I hated boy games, and in particular football and all of that, but you know, things change, and as you get older you change, and I guess I'm a bit more in between. So I'm a girly girl and a tomboy, so like if there was a rota, I'd be probably right in between both. That also goes in the way I dress as well. Sometimes I could dress really girly, sometimes I dress quite boyish, and a majority of the time I dress in between girly and tomboyish at the same time. So yeah, but moving on. So, you know, I love the Bratz. I had posters of the Bratz constantly on my wall growing up. And what else? I've had the DVDs for as long as I can remember, so that's one thing. And I used to watch them almost every single weekend when I was allowed to. And yeah, I just really loved the Bratz. Like I said, I always said, you know, I'm a brat too, but, you know, I was too young to be one of them, but I loved their fashion and just the girliness and everything, and, you know, but I do have to say, rewatching the 2D film, these stereotypes were really getting to me, and it was low-key pissing me off. Sorry for my language, but it was like, how do I put this? Like, they made some of them sound a little bit dumb in some settings, and it was just like, oh, come on, like, the stereotype is a bit too much at this point with that film. The other films are a bit more about fashion and their interests, so it wasn't about them just being girly all the time and complaining about their hair and stuff, because in this film, oh my god, Chloe's complaining about her hair constantly and stuff like that. And I know she's meant to be a drama queen, but you know, there's no excuse. Like, they pushed the stereotype quite far with them to make them look beautiful and all of that, but see, in some cases, in some areas. But you know what I would like to say about the Bratz series, movies and all of that, as time went on, they did progress further into showing off more of what the girls are like and their hobbies and their interests and their crushes and all of that, and especially come with the live action movie, which I think, because I have okay, for people who watch my channel, I do have a video idea for my speed art and commentary videos, which I do on my channel. If you guys are new and you don't know, I have a series on my channel where I draw characters from movies and I talk commentate on why I think they're good or why I think they're bad. And for the most part, I've already spoken about why I think they're good right now. And the next one is going to be that as well. But after I do that film, which I'm not going to tell you just yet, I want it to be a surprise, I'm going to, I'm most likely going to talk about the live action Bratz film, because I have a lot to say about it. Like, as much as they do stick within the stereotypes, they do focus on the girls' interests and what sets them apart from each other, and what makes each of them different from the other, especially their background and ethnicities and stuff. You know, one is basically black, one is Asian. I'm not really sure from where they don't really explain where. If I'm not sure. When I watch the film again, I will be sure to talk about it in the commentary video. And one is Spanish or Mexican. I can't remember. My brain is quite fuzzy right now. But yeah, and then Chloe is obviously Caucasian. So yeah. Sorry if I mispronounce any of that, because I don't know, my the way I say things is weird sometimes. But yeah, moving on. So in that film, they definitely do focus more on, you know, they're not just this, they're smart, they're intelligent, they're fun to be around, and that's why you should like them more. So I think that film in particular definitely shows off, you know, more than them being just pretty girls with great bodies and great hair. And, you know, it does definitely focus a lot more on them as human beings instead of them just as characters that girls should look up to because they look pretty, instead of having intelligence behind them, which I think is good, because you can be pretty and have the brains as well. You shouldn't separate the two from being pretty and then being dumb. But yeah, so, you know, I do, as much as sometimes I think now that I'm older and I have more of an understanding of society today and what I feel is right and what I would protest against, I guess, you know, they have worked on it, and I'm glad, because I do really love the Bratz. Obviously, as a kid, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about how cool they were and how they traveled the world at like such a young age and how they did so many things and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely do like the Bratz. And so this film in particular, because it's the film that I've had for the longest time, I'm not sure if it was the first DVD I got or whatever, but you know, I can't even remember who gave me these DVDs, but who bought me them, but I can say that, you know, I love them. And watching them after not watching them for a really long time brings back a lot of memories, and that's why I wanted to draw them today. And I was going to draw all of them at once, but you know, it would be nice to make a short series about them. You know, Chloe is the drama queen, you know, and Chloe and Sasha were my favourites. I can't lie, Chloe and Sasha were my favourites, but I loved all of them. I think I liked Chloe just because of how dramatic she was. But I loved the clothes that she wore as well. And in the film, she is quite sporty. So they never really show that off in the cartoons or the series or even the films. But the live action film that they put out in cinemas, she is quite the sporty character, which I like. So she's more on the tomboyish side. So I think I can relate to her in terms of like girly girl and tomboyish at my age right now, because at the age that I was, I think that's when the age they were at when they were filming. Some of them were really young, some of them were, I think, I can't remember who was still continuing school. It was the girl who played Yasmin. She was actually still continuing school while the others had graduated at that point. But they were around my age when they were filming it, which I think is really cool. And some of them have gone on, especially the woman who plays Sasha has gone on to do some really good things. Sasha and the woman who played Jade as well. I haven't seen Chloe or Yasmin in anything else really. I'm only calling them by their characters' names because I forgot their real names. I know Sasha's her real name is called Logan, but that's it. But I have to be honest with this drawing. Yet again, for some reason, 2 videos in a row, which is unlike me, but like the ending, the conclusion to the drawings that I do, I don't know. I feel like I could do so much better than what I've drawn, and don't get me wrong, I do like it, but I imagine something different. I don't know, I think it's the faces. I just don't feel like it's at its best, and I wish I could do it again. I might do a redraw of it later on in life, but with the rest of the girls, I think I'm going to try better. But I just lost motivation through the drawing, if I'm going to be honest. I had to take a few breaks in between, which I don't normally do. I don't normally take long breaks when I'm making or filming a video, but sometimes you just have to step back and try not to overload, because there's no point in trying when nothing is working your way. So I tried to, keep going and try and make it as good as possible, because I wouldn't be posting this if I didn't think it was good at all, because I do think it's good. I just wish I think it could have been better, because I know I'm capable of being better. And I think it's also because I don't want this video to be the first video that people come on my channel to see and they think, oh, she's not that good of a drawer, is she? Which honestly, I think I'm quite good at drawing, and this might not be the best video to start on if someone is watching my videos for the first time, because I'm good at drawing and I want to show that the best of my ability and the best qualities of why I'm such a good drawer, why I'm such a good painter, why I'm such a good artist in general. And I'm not trying to say that like I'm boasting or anything. I'm just trying to I have standards of what I think is good, and I think every artist has that, and I am always confident within my art in most cases, but I always have my down days, and I'm not saying I'm a professional. I have still got a lot to learn, as I am so young still doing this, but I have achieved a lot. So I feel like this video, to me, I feel like it's not a good video for newcomers to really look at, just because of the fact that I feel like I've done so much better in the past. But if newcomers are watching and you want to see what else I do and what I'm capable of, just go check out my channel. And if you like what you see, if you want to look at some of the series I've got, if you like what you see, then subscribe for more, because there's only up from here, am I right? But yeah, moving on. This is kind of like my art style. I have like 2 to 3 art styles, but I kind of tweak them depending on who and what I'm drawing. So normally I think I would draw the Chloe's eyes slightly smaller if I was doing a bit more of my style, like my normal cartoon style, because my normal cartoon style is a bit more in a semi-realistic era. But because the Bratz have big eyes and big lips, I wanted to kind of keep that in, but I didn't want it to make it too dramatic, so obviously I did it within the face proportions and just tried to exaggerate them ever so slightly, but not too much where it brings away from the rest of the drawing. And one thing as well, I didn't really like how Cameron looked in this, like his face. I imagined him differently in the way he looked with his face. Everything else was more or less fine. I got his outfit down from the DVD down, but his face, I don't like it. I don't know. He looks younger than Chloe, and they're basically the same age, so I don't really know, but it's good for the most part, I have to say. It's good. But there's always room for improvement, so I can definitely always do better, and I'm not going to say that every single drawing is good. But yeah, so honestly guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments down below. I think it's good, but there's, like I keep saying, I can improve, and I want to hear your opinions. And I'm going to draw Sasha next for this series, but the next videos that I will be doing is commentary and speed art, and I've got a good movie to talk about, which I think needs a bit more respect for its name. I don't care about how much money it lost in the box office. it's a good movie and the cast is great. So I'll be talking about that, and then I think after that I might do another video, and then we'll talk about the Bratz speed on commentary. But I have a few other series I've got to do before that. But yeah, I was having a bit of difficulty trying to set up the zoom in, slow motion zoom in, so that's what's going on here. You guys don't mind it. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video and me rambling on as I normally do. And if you are new, like, comment and subscribe. And check out what else I've got, because I got a lot to offer. I don't know how many times I've said that during this video. You really don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, obviously. But like most people say, it costs you nothing. But it's only if you really do like my art. But I'm going to go now because the wolf in the video is going to start talking. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I drew Chloe and Cameron together when they were going prom, as I thought their little dialogue within the film was really cute, and obviously I feel like they both want to be together. There are clear signs in the film and in the other films as well, and the series. So if you guys haven't watched that, I mean, you have plenty of time to. They're all on YouTube, so yeah, definitely go and do that. I also wanted to kind of make Chloe's dress slightly a bit more interesting without making it too messy. So what I did was I added like this silver lining to the top piece of the prom dress, which I thought added a little bit, as this would have been a bit plain, and I don't have a white pen on me, so I wouldn't be able to make all the little sparkly dots that she has here on the dress. Plus, in the actual film, her dress doesn't sparkle, so I'm trying to keep it a bit more realistic. You know, I did have a bit of trouble with this drawing, as, you know, for some reason I was getting bored drawing it, and, you know, this does happen a lot of times. So any people who are just trying out art for the first time or want to take art a bit more seriously, sometimes everything that you may want to draw, sometimes if you feel like it's getting a bit boring, you need to take a step back and evaluate and just take a breather and then come back to it when you feel good. But I hope this still looks nice. You know, I feel like I could have done better. I feel like in the future, in the near future, I could do a redrawing of it. But this is the result that we have, and it actually looks quite decent, to be honest. As there are a few things I'd like to change, but that comes with everything, being an artist. Sometimes you get art you like, and sometimes you get art you don't like. So yeah, these are ones where it's a little bit in between. But yeah, I guess this is going to become a series now. So if you like this kind of content, like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of this, because I will be drawing I guess I'll be drawing Sasha next in this series, this Bratz series. It's going to be a short series, and if you want to know what else I do on my channel, you know, hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And you can check out all my other playlists that I have, because they are continuing on. They haven't stopped yet, so you have plenty to watch and plenty to look forward to. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. So this has been Wolf with a Pencil, and she's howling at the moon, and she is out. Peace. Bye.